Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another movie review. This time around, I'm going to be doing a review for Creed, which stars Michael B. Jordan, Sylvester Stallone, Tessa Thompson, Felicia Rashad, Tony Bellew, Andre Ward, and Richie Coster. So yeah, the return of Rocky. Yeah, I mean we've had how many movie franchises have returned this year? Seriously, for fuck's sake, Terminator, Jurassic Park, Star Wars. Fuck, what else? James Bond. How many movie series have come back this year? Too many to name. And now we have Creed, which is a continuation of Rocky. So yeah, before I begin, though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual. For those who have yet to actually watch this movie and haven't already, stop the video, go check it out, and come back here and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those that have yet to actually watch this movie and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me. That never gave you a fair warning, because as usual, I did. So as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the read. So basically, in this movie, we follow Adonis Creed, which is the son of Apollo Creed from the original Rocky movies. And this is his offspring, his son, Adonis Creed, and he's trying to make a name for himself. He goes by Adonis Johnson in the movie. He's trying to make a name for himself in the boxing world. He goes to Sylvester Stallone, who is Rocky Balboa, and he wants to train under Rocky Balboa. He manages to get a girlfriend called Bianca, so there's that. And during the course of his training montages, boxing montages, he has to go up against this one wrestler, Ricky Colon, I believe was the guy's name, Conlon, something like that. However, the catch is that he has to use his birth name. Hence, he has to go through as Adonis Creed. He kind of struggles with this at first because he does want to make a name for himself, but he already has Rocky Balboa on his side. Using the Creed name will be pushing it a bit, but whatever, he pushes it. So now he's using Creed, has Rocky Balboa on his side, and there is some criticism behind that. Within the movie itself, there is some criticism. You want to make a name for yourself, but look who you have on your side. You have Rocky Balboa, one of the best boxers ever. You're using your father's name, who's also one of the best boxers ever. How can you say you're trying to make a name for yourself? So there's that, which is pretty funny. So you have all that going on with Adonis Creed. I almost said plead. At the same time, we have Rocky Balboa, who, spoiler alert, gets cancer. So yeah, even with one of the best action heroes, I don't know. Can you call Rocky an action hero? Yeah, I think you could call Rocky an action hero. Yeah, I think you can. But yeah, he's still human. Manages to get cancer. That's really interesting. That's a really interesting way to humanize a character. To be honest, we've seen people humanize characters. We've seen movies humanize characters in many different ways. Giving them cancer is one of the more interesting ways, or just giving them some kind of disease is one of the more interesting ways. And yeah, this movie, when I think you could compare it to the original. I think it's as good as the original Rocky. Now, is it better than the original Rocky? Maybe. I'd have to see it again. I'd have to see both of them at the same time, to be honest, to see which one's better. For me, I'd say the original Rocky is better than Creed. But by this much, it's right there. It's neck and neck. Yeah, it's neck and neck. They're equally as great. They're fantastic movies. Okay, so yeah, I mean Michael B. Jordan, we could forgive him for Fantastic Four shit. Okay, we can forgive him for that because yeah, holy shit, Michael B. Jordan. This is the type of movie where you watch and you're like, this guy is an actor. He's gonna win the Oscar for it, or he nominated at the very least, because we do have Leonardo DiCaprio over there with The Revenant, which I haven't seen yet. I want to see The Revenant, but I feel like if there's gonna be any I feel like if there's one person that should win the Oscar, it should be DiCaprio. And I'm not just saying that because DiCaprio is my favorite actor. After I've heard what he had to do for The Revenant, holy shit, he should win the Oscar. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I know it is a bit biased without seeing the movie, but still, I don't know, but I do think Michael B. Jordan should be nominated at the very least for the Oscar for Best Actor. Because holy shit, and the guy's buff, and I'm pretty sure some of it had to do with fan force shit, because Fantastic Four superhero still, but I feel like he was more buff in this movie than he was in Fantastic Four. So yeah. But yeah, damn, he was buff. And, we see him training. That's pretty cool. And it is really reminiscent of the Rocky movies. And you do have your song, your score. You do have an iconic score for this movie, or a score that will become iconic as the years go on. So yeah, and I think that's one of the biggest parts of the Rocky franchise, and it's the score, the music behind the movie sometimes. And you do have your score in this movie that will become iconic as the years go on. The character of Adonis Creed, really likable. Again, I wouldn't say exactly that he's a rags to riches character. He starts off in a juvenile detention center, but he's not really rags because he has the Creed name. He's pretty rich to start off with, but he is kind of troubled at first, and just from him not rags to riches, but from him going from troubled to getting what he wants at the end from his dreams. It is similar to Rocky, where he is troubled at the beginning and he gets what he wants. And I guess in a way, it is a bit formulaic to the first Rocky movie. I will say it is a bit formulaic, and in that it is a bit predictable. However, it is still a great movie, even if you have a formulaic plot where you have a rags to riches character. Going through his struggles and then at the end getting what he wants. The girl, the medal, whatever. If you put it in a way that seems original, it's gonna be a great movie. And here they put it in a way that seems original, and it is a great movie. Now the stuff with Sylvester Stallone with Rocky getting cancer, that was pretty touching because I felt like at first I was gonna be kind of tacked on, but the way they did it was actually kind of really good because you did see how it was affecting his relationship with Creed. Between Balboa and Creed, you did see that relationship kind of deteriorate at times. You saw the relationship between Bianca, who is the girlfriend in this movie, and Creed kind of deteriorate over time for a few minutes in the movie. And that was, in a sense, really touching in a bittersweet way. It was kind of bittersweet. It was kind of bittersweet. Touching but bittersweet. Yeah. And then you have you have a few shots here where they kind of just Birdman the crap out of it, where it's just like it looks like one long take. Now if it is one long take or not, I don't know, but it looks like one long take. They have that a couple times during the fight scenes, and I think they apply it in a really great way. It is pretty interesting. I think it's really cool, the way they did it. And yeah, they also use slow motion, pretty cool here. The boxing scenes, the action boxing scenes, it's similar to Rocky. It's gritty. It's it's gritty. That's basically the best way I could describe it. It's gritty. It's there. It's pretty cool. It's pretty badass. It's gritty. It's sweaty. It's just in your face action of boxing, and you just feel the intensity. And when I was watching the fight, the audience is like here the theater where I was watching, the audience, everybody, every single seat was packed. So when at the end, when Creed gets the living crap beat out of him, the living shit beat out of him, just hear everybody go ooh, or oh crap, because it is very intense, and you kind of feel bad for the character after all he's gone through. But again, that's a bit formulaic. If you compare it to the original Rocky movie, where all he gets was Adrian, the girl. He never wins the medal in the first Rocky, and it's similar here. He didn't win the medal, but he got Bianca, who's the girl. Yeah, he never won the medal or the belt. He just won the girl. Which, again, it shows, that despite the fact that you lose, you still win at life because you got something better. It's not always about material things. It's always about the emotional things. In this case, love and family, which, again, is really cool to see. And I did like the tradition that they kept on with this movie in Creed. It's more about the emotion rather than the material stuff. So yeah, the acting here is fantastic again. Sylvester Stallone should probably win, not win, maybe not win, but at least get nominated for Best Supporting Actor, for the next Academy Awards. I do think he should be nominated for that. When, I don't know, we can talk about that later. Creed should have been nominated for Best Picture. Probably nominated for Best Score. Yeah. Cinematography probably. Script. Yeah, I'd even say it should be nominated for Best Script. Um, adapted or original doesn't really matter for me. But yeah, this is definitely a movie that we're gonna see or we should see a bit of when the Oscars comes around and the nominations. Great film, definitely do check it out. And again, I did say it's as great as the original, it's as good as the original, and I gave the original movie a 10 out of 10. So this movie, I'm on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent. I'm gonna give a 10 out of 10. Is it formulaic? Yes. Is it better than the original? Probably not. It's there. It's like really close. It's like a hair away. I'd say the original it's slightly better, but yeah, it does come close. It is as great as the original. I mean, there's some things that just feel a bit familiar. Where I feel like they were trying to do nods to the original Rocky, and it just felt like they were copying off at times. But even after that, even when I felt like they were copying, it was still pretty great. It's a great movie. It's a great movie, and it's actually also surprisingly funny. It's funnier than I thought. Okay, because that's something that the original Rocky movie isn't. It's not really that funny. It has its funny moments, but it's not completely funny. Here you have some really funny moments. So yeah, that's basically it for this review. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Comment down below on your thoughts on the movie. Have you seen it? And if not, why not? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it? Comment on that down below. Let me know. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.